Today is October 31st, 2025. As the world turns its attention to the shifting tides of global power, one of America's most iconic companies stands at a crossroads. The date marks not just another day on the calendar, but a pivotal moment in the story of Boeing. A company whose fate now hangs in the balance. A storm is gathering around Boeing, caught in the intensifying US-China geopolitical rivalry. The skies above its factories seem to mirror the uncertainty below, as the company faces challenges on multiple fronts, both at home and abroad. Once a symbol of American manufacturing might and innovation, Boeing now finds itself in the midst of a crisis that threatens its very identity. For decades, Boeing represented the pinnacle of US engineering, a beacon of progress and national pride. At home, a massive strike has brought defense production to a standstill, just as military demands are reaching new heights. Workers demand better conditions and pay, while the government anxiously watches, aware that every day lost could impact national security. Abroad, Boeing's once strong position in the Chinese market is rapidly eroding. Ongoing trade disputes and diplomatic tensions have left fleets of jets grounded and lucrative contracts in jeopardy. The company's global ambitions are now at risk. A $500 billion aircraft deal hangs by a thread, threatening not only thousands of jobs but also the livelihoods of entire communities that depend on Boeing's success. The uncertainty is palpable among employees, who wonder what the future holds. Boeing's legacy, built over a century, is now at risk. The company has become a pawn in a much larger global power struggle, its fate intertwined with the shifting strategies of nations and the ambitions of world leaders. The world watches closely. Can Boeing secure its future and adapt to a new era, or will it become another casualty of economic warfare? The stakes have never been higher, and the outcome remains uncertain. In St. Louis, the strike's impact is felt not just on the factory floor but across the entire military supply chain. Political decisions made in Washington echo through the nation, affecting strategy, jobs, and the very fabric of American industry. This is Boeing's reality in the fall of 2025, a season of uncertainty, where every decision could tip the balance between recovery and decline. The stakes are high, and the path forward is anything but clear. Executives face tough choices, knowing that the wrong move could have consequences for generations to come. The decisions made in these critical moments will shape not only Boeing's destiny, but the future of American industry itself. The eyes of the world are watching, waiting to see what comes next. Boeing's next moves could send shockwaves through the global economy for years to come, influencing markets, jobs, and the balance of power on the world stage. At the heart of this crisis is a massive high-stakes aircraft deal with China. Boeing's potential lifeline, worth billions of dollars, is at risk. President Trump threatens export controls, retaliating against China's aggressive tactics. Boeing is caught between its largest customer and its own government. The deal hinges on stable US-China trade relations. The stakes are immense, with political risks threatening hard-won economic gains. For Boeing's workers, this is truly a matter of survival. Once a cornerstone of Boeing's global business, the Chinese market is now shrinking at an alarming rate. For decades, China was a vital customer, fueling Boeing's growth and providing a steady stream of orders that helped the company maintain its position as a world leader in aviation. But today, that relationship is under severe strain, and the consequences are rippling across the industry. Boeing's orders from China have plummeted dramatically, falling from a robust 25% of its total global orders to less than 5% in just a few years. This sharp decline is not just a statistical blip, it represents billions of dollars in lost revenue and a major shift in the global aviation landscape. The root cause isn't a lack of demand for air travel in China. Instead, it's the escalating political tensions between the United States and China that have led to a freeze in new Boeing orders. Trade disputes, regulatory hurdles, and diplomatic standoffs have all played a role in souring this once strong partnership. Despite the downturn in new orders, Chinese airlines still operate a massive fleet of 155 Boeing aircraft. These planes are deeply reliant on US-made parts and ongoing technical support, making the relationship between Boeing and China complex and deeply intertwined. If the US were to impose an export block on aviation parts or services, it could ground much of China's Boeing fleet overnight. Such a move would be seen as an economic attack, disrupting travel, trade, and business across Asia and beyond. While Boeing has recently secured significant deals in countries like South Korea and Turkey, these wins are small compared to the sheer scale of the Chinese market. No other country can match China's demand for new aircraft, making its absence a major blow. For Boeing, the loss of China is more than just a financial setback. It's a strategic blow that could reshape the company's future and have long-lasting repercussions for its global competitiveness. Boeing's vast supply chain stretches across all 50 US states, supporting thousands of suppliers and tens of thousands of American jobs. Every lost order from China means less work for these factories and workers, threatening livelihoods and communities nationwide. The collapse of the Chinese market doesn't just hurt Boeing, it threatens the broader American manufacturing sector, putting entire plants at risk of closure and undermining the nation's industrial base. Boeing's shareholders and American workers now face a direct and growing threat to their investments and job security. As uncertainty clouds the company's future, the stakes for U.S. industry are immense, with the outcome of this standoff likely to shape the future of American manufacturing and global aviation for years to come. Boeing faces a strike at its St. Louis defense plants. 3,200 workers demand better pay, halting vital military production. The strike challenges national security amid global tension. F-15s, F-18s and drones are delayed, compromising military readiness. The Trump administration demands increased missile production. Boeing may hire replacements, escalating the labor dispute. A federal mediator attempts to broker a deal. Workers feel undervalued despite their national security role. This conflict exposes the fragility of America's defense strategy. As Boeing falters, Airbus and COMAC seize opportunities. Airbus benefits from U.S.-China tensions, increasing Chinese orders. Its Tianjin assembly line strengthens its local presence. Airbus is seen as a local partner, not just a foreign supplier. COMAC's C919 aims to break the Boeing-Airbus duopoly. Chinese airlines support COMAC, ordering 365 C919s. COMAC faces U.S. export control challenges, reliant on Western parts. The C919 program accelerates amid U.S.-China disputes. Boeing's political sidelining benefits Airbus's market position. The competitive landscape is complex and volatile. Boeing's challenges highlight the global aviation industry's intricacies. The threat to ban spare parts to China is a double-edged sword. It risks catastrophic damage to the U.S. aerospace industry. A ban would ripple through Boeing's global supply chain. GE and Safran's engine partnership would suffer. Spirit Aerosystems and Collins Aerospace face order losses. An export ban could lead to factory shutdowns and layoffs. The industrial base the U.S. aims to protect is at risk. Future international trust in U.S. suppliers could vanish. The threat is a gamble with America's manufacturing future. As October 2025 draws to a close, the United States stands at a pivotal industrial crossroads. The echoes of past manufacturing glory linger in empty factories, while uncertainty clouds the future. The nation faces tough questions about its economic direction, its workforce, and its place in a rapidly changing world. Boeing's ongoing crisis is more than a corporate struggle. It's a symbol of the risks and vulnerabilities exposed by the intensifying U.S.-China conflict. The fate of this iconic company is now intertwined with global politics and the shifting balance of power. Economic interests and geopolitical rivalries are now inseparable, as every business deal and diplomatic move carries consequences for both nations' futures. The collapse of the 500-jet deal would send shockwaves through the American economy, devastating thousands of jobs and slashing billions in revenue. Communities built around manufacturing would face hardship, and families would struggle to find new opportunities. The long-term damage could be even greater, as global businesses might hesitate to partner with U.S. firms, fearing instability and unpredictability in American industry. The ongoing Boeing strike adds another layer of danger, threatening to deepen the rift between management and organized labor. Worker unrest could ripple across the sector, undermining trust and productivity. A fractured workforce doesn't just hurt the economy, it weakens national defense, as skilled labor is essential for maintaining America's technological edge and military readiness. Navigating the path forward will require strategic nuance, careful diplomacy, and a willingness to adapt. Leaders must balance competition with cooperation and prioritize long-term stability over short-term gains. Competing with China without triggering a full-scale economic war is crucial. The stakes are high, and the world is watching how America responds to these challenges. The fate of Boeing will not only determine the future of one company, but will also shape the trajectory of America's industrial leadership for years to come. The choices made today by policymakers, business leaders, and workers will decide whether the United States remains a global leader or faces a period of decline and lost opportunity.